Stop listening to them. Stop listening to the people who don't have your best interests at heart, the ones who claim they're giving you advice, but really, they're just planting seeds of doubt, mediocrity, and limitation into your mind. Most advice isn't meant to lift you up. It's meant to hold you back, to keep you small, to make sure you don't grow into something that exposes their own laziness, their own insecurities, their own fear. They tell you to slow down. Why? Because you're moving too fast for them. You're growing at a pace that makes them uncomfortable. They can't keep up, so they want to pull you back. You've heard it before. Don't burn out. Pace yourself. But here's the truth. They don't know your potential. They don't know your endurance. They're giving advice based on their limitations, not yours. If you listen, you'll adopt their mindset. You'll start believing you can't handle the heat, the grind, the sacrifice. But guess what? You can. Then there's the classic, be realistic. Realistic, according to WHO, their small-ass version of reality. They're telling you to shrink your dreams down to fit their limited view of the world. They've built this cage, and they want you to live in it because stepping outside makes them feel uncomfortable. Let me tell you something. Reality is what you make it. Realistic is just another word for safe, and safe doesn't get you anywhere worth going. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's a dangerous one. That's a trap disguised as kindness. Being hard on yourself is the only way you grow. Being hard on yourself is how you become unstoppable. You think the greats got there by taking it easy? By patting themselves on the back every time they hit a small milestone? No. They tore themselves down and rebuilt themselves better every single day. That voice telling you to be gentle is trying to keep you soft. You weren't born to be soft. You were born to be a warrior. They love to tell you you need balance. But what they really mean is don't go all in. They're afraid of what it looks like when someone goes all in because it reminds them that they never did. Balance is for people who are content with mediocrity. Balance is for people who are afraid to commit to something so fully that it changes their entire existence. You don't need balance, you need obsession. You need to be so locked in, so focused, so relentless that balance doesn't even cross your mind. Stay in your lane. They love that one. They want you to stick to what you know, to what feels comfortable, to what they think you're capable of. But the second you step out of that lane, the second you start to explore what's possible, you realize how much you've been limiting yourself. Lanes are for people who are too scared to blaze their own trail. Get out of the damn lane. Tear up the whole road if you have to. Your life isn't meant to follow someone else's map. It's meant to be written by you. Wait for the right time. This one's a killer. There is no right time. There is no perfect moment. Every second you spend waiting for the right time is a second you'll never get back. The truth is, they don't want you to start. They want you to hesitate, to second-guess yourself, to stay stuck. They think if they can get you to wait long enough, you'll give up. Don't wait. Start now. Start messy, start scared, start uncertain, but start. You need to fit in. That's what they'll say. But fitting in is just another word for disappearing. If you're fitting in, you're not standing out. If you're fitting in, you're not chasing your potential. Fitting in is the death of individuality. It's a slow, quiet fade into nothingness. You weren't put here to fit in. You were put here to stand out, to take up space, to be so unapologetically you that people can't ignore you. Play it safe. They say it like it's wisdom, like it's the smart thing to do. But playing it safe is the quickest way to a life of regret. Every time you play it safe, you're saying no to the life you really want. You're saying no to the risks that could take you to the next level. Safety is an illusion. There's no such thing as safe. There's only moving forward or staying stuck. Don't choose stuck. And finally, the worst one of all, you're good enough. It sounds nice, doesn't it? It sounds comforting, but it's a lie. If you start believing you're good enough, you stop growing, you stop pushing, you stop striving for more. Good enough is a death sentence for ambition. You're not good enough. You're never good enough. That's the truth. There's always another level, always more to learn, always more to achieve. The moment you settle is the moment you start dying. Stop listening to them. Stop letting their voices drown out the fire that's inside you. Every time you take their advice, you're trading your strength for their approval. You're letting their doubts become your limitations. And let me tell you something. Most people are full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about because they've never lived it. They've never stepped into the arena. They've never felt the fear, faced the challenge, or pushed past the breaking point. But they have the nerve to tell you how to live your life. Their advice isn't for you. It's for them. It's for their comfort, their ego, their need to control. When you listen to them, you're handing over the keys to your life. You're giving them power over your destiny. And why? Because it's easier to follow than to lead. Because it's easier to stay comfortable than to take the risks that make you great. Wake up. The only way you're going to break free is if you stop letting their weak, small-minded opinions dictate your actions. They'll tell you, don't rock the boat. But what they really mean is, don't challenge the status quo. Don't upset the balance. Don't make them feel small by chasing something bigger than they ever dreamed of. But here's the thing. If you're not rocking the boat, you're not moving forward. You're not disrupting the patterns that keep you stuck. Rock the damn boat. Capsize it if you have to. Drown the old you so the new one can rise up stronger, faster, and hungrier than ever before. They'll say, don't take it personally, but you should take it personally. You should take every obstacle, every setback, every criticism, and every piece of shitty advice as a personal challenge. They're testing you. The universe is asking, how bad do you want it? Are you going to fold because someone told you it's too hard? Are you going to give up because someone said it's impossible? Or are you going to dig deep and prove every single one of them wrong? Don't aim too high. That's what they'll tell you. Don't set yourself up for disappointment. But what they're really saying is, don't make me feel inadequate by dreaming bigger than me. Screw that. Aim as high as you possibly can, and then go even higher. You weren't born to play small. You weren't born to settle. You were born to reach, to strive, to break through every ceiling they try to put over your head. Let me tell you something about failure. They'll tell you to avoid it at all costs. They'll say it's better to play it safe, to stick to what you know, to avoid taking the kind of risks that could lead to failure. But here's the truth. Failure is the best teacher you'll ever have. Failure is proof that you're trying, that you're pushing, that you're testing your limits. If you're not failing, you're not growing. Embrace failure. Learn from it. Use it as fuel to come back stronger. And then there's the guilt. Oh, they'll love to pile that on you. Why are you so selfish? They'll ask. Why can't you just be happy with what you have? But here's the thing. They don't understand what drives you. They don't understand the hunger, the fire, the need to keep going, to keep building, to keep chasing the version of yourself that you know is out there waiting. It's not selfish to want more. It's not selfish to want to maximize your potential. It's selfish to waste it. Take it easy, they'll say. But taking it easy is what got them stuck in the first place. Taking it easy is what leads to a life of regret, of wondering what could have been if only you'd pushed harder, gone further, stayed hungry. Taking it easy is a lie. Life doesn't take it easy on you. Life comes at you full force. And if you're not ready, if you're not strong, it will crush you. So don't take it easy. Take it seriously. Take it like your life depends on it, because it does. And here's the kicker. They'll say they're doing it for your own good. We just want what's best for you, they'll claim. But what they really want is for you to fit their narrative, to follow their path, to validate their choices. They want you to succeed, but only on their terms. They want you to thrive, but only in a way that doesn't make them question their own mediocrity. Don't fall for it. What's best for you is what you decide. What's best for you is what sets your soul on fire. Here's the truth they don't want you to hear. You don't owe them anything. Not your time, not your energy, not your compliance. You don't owe them an explanation for your dreams. You don't owe them a justification for why you're willing to sacrifice, to suffer, to endure. Your life is yours. Your path is yours. And if they can't handle that, if they can't support you, if they can't respect the fact that you're chasing something they can't even comprehend, then they don't belong in your corner.